as I go along and continue to promote my show, it's a dual responsibilities. But as I go on, man, I look at things different. I do have a bit of a contrarian bone in my body. I got 208 bones in my body. 205 of them might be lightweight contrarian. But it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. It is the End of the Bench Podcast. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. And I'm tired of people telling me, I missed your show. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop telling me that it's been going on for 4 years. It's a podcast. You can listen anytime you like. You just didn't listen. Stop lying to me. You go to hell for a better lie than fact. But anyway, the National Football League, sports in general. If you listen to this podcast, you are more than likely a tremendous sports fan. If you're a sports fan, you have been going through sports withdrawal. You know, we get a little here, a little there. You get the Last Dance, Last Dance 30 for 30 show, and you get a little bit of here, a little bit of there. And, you know, they've been piecemealing us sports here and there. I understand it. I get it. I'm with it. But the question I have for my listeners today, and you can give me a call at 773-797-2409, 773-797-2409. I opened up the phone lines. I hardly ever do that because I'll be like, man, it's my show. Everybody tune in, listen to damn people. And then I said, nah, rap, you gotta be funny. You gotta have fun. Rap. So if you want to call in and say, rap, you don't know what you're talking about. Or you want to just call in and say, hey, man, that's a dope ass show. I hate that I've been listening to them other squares. Then you do that too. But either way, anything in between. That's the number, 773-797-2409. I'll be more than glad to talk to you. But I have a question. I'm going to start you off with a question. The question of the day is this. Are we tripping as human beings asking athletes and entertainers to go back to work? If your life is going to be put in jeopardy, or when you get back home, your family will be put in jeopardy, is it uncool, on some BS, on some trash, or whatever you want to call it, to even be talking about athletes going back to work? You can't be in a crowd. They want you 6 feet away from each other, but they want you and 100,000 people to be in the same room. How cool is that? I don't think it's cool at all. I love sports. Been playing sports since I was about 5-6 years old. Awesome athlete, according to me. No need for corrections on that. But I had a whole lot of fun playing sports. Big part of my childhood. I loved it. I always participated. I always watched it. It's always been fun. But is it fair for us as human beings to ask these young men to suit up because we're bored? Because that's all it is. We're bored and the billionaires want to make their money. Is it cool? Me personally, I don't think it's cool. Look, man, I would love to be at or watching a baseball game. I would love to be at or watching a football game. I would be love to be doing anything. I would love to be outside checking out the ladies. Y'all know it's sundress season. Your man rap love the sundresses. What? I don't think it's cool. To have people put their lives in jeopardy. Now, unless y'all want to go down that rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, the man is trying to trick us and all that old nonsense, which I ain't signing up for because I got a friend who died Saturday from this stuff. My man Ken, he's lost 3 family members to it. Shout out to my brother and Bill for this network, DJ Knox. He is at a memorial service presently. He's 3, maybe 4 people down. I think my sister Lisa Duke has lost someone. So I don't want to hear this nonsense, man. They just out here. No, ain't no just out here, man. These real people's lives we talking about, and I ain't trying to hear it if that's what you saying. But I don't think it's cool, man. You know, I get it, man. Like I said, being a person who's been involved in one way or another in sports, whether you're talking about it, yakking at the barbershop, arguing with my cousins, arguing with my friends, playing damn Madden or video games that are sports related, or actually participating in sporting events. I love it. It's fun. And that's why I'm bringing the fun back to my show. I'm bringing the trash talk back. But at the same time, while I bring the trash talk, while I bring the fun back, I do not think it's necessary to put people's lives in jeopardy for games at the end of the day, man. We don't know what this thing is going to do. They keep talking about the bend back might be worse than the actual situation we're going through now. So why in the hell will we put people's lives in jeopardy? Look, the NBA is usually at the forefront of these situations, right? But the NBA talking about opening up their doors in a week. And, look, shout out to the people in California who are in legislation, the leaders, the people, elected officials in California, because they said, man, we'll holler at you in 2022. I'll let you boy. Because look, folks, if y'all don't think this is real, if y'all don't think this is the way to go, y'all heard me on my show on Saturdays. This show said, and I quoted y'all statistics that I got from the Human Health, the World Health Organization. In the New York tri-state area, with the state of New York alone, over 10,000 people have lost their lives to COVID-19. In the state of California, the state of Oregon, and in the state of Washington, they've lost 1,200 people. Those three states locked down early and said, we out of here. So you tell me what the hell is going on. Much money is we bringing this motherfucker. But I'm telling you, man, this is what's going on. So I think it's a bit insensitive. I think it's a bit reactionary. And of course, it ain't my money. I understand the concept of we may be losing money, revenue, people losing their jobs, people unable to take care of their families and things of that nature. But guess what? That's why we pay taxes. That's why we have elected officials. The people in Canada and other places are taking care of their people. If it's either France or Italy, you ain't paying no rent, you ain't paying no utilities, you ain't doing none of that because they trying to get this out of the atmosphere. Once it dies out of the atmosphere, then you'll have a better chance to fight it from my perspective of what they're saying. Or that's what it seems like they're saying. And if that's what they're saying, big ups to them, man. But to sit around and always try to rush back to these athletic events, look, there's so much footage and there's so much conversation about sports, which I have been proving the last 3 weeks, that you can have a show about sports with no sports on TV because me, you, and anybody who's going to listen to this program can talk about sports for days and never not see a new event for 2 years. Do you understand that? We not going to put this one thing we never going to do on the TEODB Podcast. We not going to do this LeBron versus Jordan thing, Eddie Murphy versus Richard Pryor. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But what I am tired of is offering to put people's lives in jeopardy. Now, if you telling me that we can go to a stadium or people can go to a stadium and sit there and act the fool like they normally would and enjoy and yell and scream and relieve a little stress and not put their lives in jeopardy, go for it. Go for it. But if you're telling me that if we go out in these stadiums and do what we normally do, 1% of the people gonna die, that's 1% too much. 0.1% of the people gonna die, that's what. If only one person out of all the stadiums is gonna die, that's too much because you don't know the effect that person may have on the future. So what happens if the dude who died was the dude who was going to cure AIDS or cure cancer or anything of that nature? This is what we must be aware of. So if you're willing to put somebody's life in jeopardy, start with your own. Volunteer to die first. Most people won't do that. There's people out here that they really don't care about tomorrow. But me, I care about tomorrow, and I care about everybody tomorrow unless you bring harm to people. Then you don't need a tomorrow. If you're out here hurting people, you don't need no more tomorrows. You need all your tomorrows need to be used up. But in most cases, in most situations, people are not, will not, and cannot afford to die because you're going to hurt your loved ones, you're going to hurt your family, you're going to hurt your friends. There's too many things at stake when people talk about losing lives. If they can guarantee me that nobody, but then again, hell, man, you can go to sporting event, catch cold and die. But this thing right here, I don't want to play with it. I get it, man. I love sports. It's a fun thing. The best part about sports, I'm going to use my man here in the chat room. The best thing about sports is calling D-grade and arguing with him. I ain't never argued with him, but that's the best part. Calling your friends and arguing. Calling your cousins and arguing. Your team ain't this, my team ain't that. That's the best part of sports. And if you're not with that, then I understand that. That's cool. But let's not put people's lives in jeopardy for the purpose of our entertainment. Because at the end of the day, football, you put your life in jeopardy anyway. But we don't want to go there. we really don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to put anybody's life in danger for something unnecessary. Now, if you can do it and make it safe as humanly possible, let's go back out there. Let's cheer because the crowd plays a major role. Maybe they need to do something like what the brother Draymond Green was talking about. He said he has submitted a playlist right before they canceled not canceled the season, suspended the season, so they can have a dope playlist while they play, and it'd have been like the greatest 5-on-5 game ever put on TV, or like at the rec center or whatever. I'm with that, but here's the problem: people still wouldn't get concession money. The concession people won't work. Blah blah blah, yakety smackety. But hey man, sacrifices must be made. I don't like it. I know a lot of you guys are clamoring for it, but put yourself in the position of a person who could potentially lose someone. Are you willing to lose someone in your family, a loved one? Because some of y'all will put some people in the family they don't like out there. Go on here. I don't like Lil Greg. Lil Greg ain't on nothing. He ain't shit. But are you willing to put somebody who you care about in their life in jeopardy for your entertainment? If you're not, I don't think we need to be considering this at this point. I understand it though. I understand it. I really do. I really get it. But in my opinion, I think we need to stall the people out because, man, bro, that's a hefty price to pay for entertainment. But hey, man, there's people out here that saying, man, fuck y'all entertainment. Y'all here to entertain me with go ahead, let the damn dude what was in the Roman days. Go ahead, fight the damn lions. Entertain Caesar. You know what I mean? I ain't willing to make that sacrifice. I understand a lot of people do. It's just not on H-Rap's bill. So whether you agree, disagree, or want to be a part of it, get your boy, man. Let me know how you feel. Even if I've moved on, 773-797-2409, that's the number you can reach me at. If you're interested in conversating with your boy, if not, continue to listen to the docile tones of H-Rap. Well, let's move on. That's what I was talking about. The money. So it always comes down to the money, right? You know, everybody's talk that love of the game stuff, and we doing this for the championships and the rings. The next time y'all tell me this, you know, at some point, we going to be back in the situation to where sports are going to mean something important to us again. It's just the way that things work. I get it. I would like it that way now because what is normal? I don't know if I want to go back to normal where brothers get shot in the street and all that. That's the old normal. You know what I mean? But Major League Baseball is tipping their hands. So next time y'all want to put up an argument with me about yo rap, it's about the championships. Major League Baseball, one of the reasons they haven't started yet is because they want to divvy up the money. The ball players are saying we need all the crop. They're saying, wait a minute, and they argue about the money. But guess what, dog? I thought it was about the championships, ownership groups. I thought it was why you want all that money. Now, if you want to put me on a abbreviated portion of my paycheck in regards to 100 games versus 162 games, I get it. But you're not going to cheat me out of some of that money that I'm going to be paid while I'm playing. But no, it ain't. I thought it was about the championships, though. Why y'all worried about that? See, we talking about people who have billions and hundreds of millions of dollars versus people who have millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars. See? But people been telling me for years, it's about the championship, rap. See, you don't understand. You don't understand, rap. Man, you crazy. It ain't never about that, yeah. When people start missing, hey, man, shout out to Corey Holcomb. When the funds get low, that's when the thirst shows. That's Corey Holcomb, 5150 tonight, y'all. 50, YouTube, 5150 Corey Holcomb, Chicago in the building. Y'all see that Chicago versus everybody. I'm going in on everything, not Chicago. Dig that. But I'm telling you, man, where everybody always talk about these rings. You know who the rings for? Y'all who believe in the nonsense. Because I don't believe in nonsense, Joe. Charlie, as my man Londe would say, Charlie Wally, I ain't going. Because when this money is missing, now all of a sudden the owner's talking just like the players. Well, wait a minute, man. Can we get more of the money that we supposed to get? Can we get less of the? No. I thought this was the love of the game and the championship. Because I'm finna go out here and try to win the championship. And on top of it, I'm gonna put my life in jeopardy.